Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn the part B of Module 6, that is the story, short story by Guy de Maupassant, who is a master of short story form. And here we are going to learn this short story for semester 2nd of Become First. In the previous lectures, we learned about the story Why Does the Child Cry by Mulkraj Anand. And now we are going to learn the next story from module 6, that is the necklace. If in the before reading or before learning this particular story, if you read it, it is a very interesting story. You might read it, and now we are going to learn what is the exact story and what is the plot of the story. See, a writer's introduction. Henry Rene Guy de Maupassant is period from 5th August 1850 to 6th July 1893. A French writer, is remembered as a master of the short story form and a representative of the naturalist and realist school of writers. He depicted human lives and social forces in this genre and often pessimistic terms. His work includes include some 300 short stories, 6 novels, 3 travel books, and 1 volume of verse. What kind of language used by Guy de Maupassant? That is, his works are with economy of style and efficient, effortless outcomes, and clever plots mark his works. The twist ending is a hallmark of Maupassant's style. If you read the story Necklace, you will understand how Maupassant used the particular style of writing story. The Necklace. The Necklace short story first published on 17th February 1884 in the French newspaper La Gauloise. See, this might be come for your objective test in the exam. Remember it, the publication date of the short story, The Necklace. The story beautifully presents the theme of dichotomy of reality versus appearance. It displays the stark reality that love for false pride, ostentation, and material wealth lead to misery while highlighting the benefits of a generous, down to earth personality. Here we can understand there is no use of false pride. So, in day to day life, also, we have examples of false pride, and they lead a miserable life due to the false pride. See, what is the plot outline and story, exact story of the this particular writer, that is Guy de Maupassant wrote this story and created a twist in the story. So, here what is the plot of the story. Here it is written in a shortly, and you can understand what is the exact story through this presentation of the story, The Necklace. See the main character, Mathilde Loisel is pretty and charming, but feels she has been born into a family of unfavorable economic status. She was married off to a lowly clerk in the Ministry of Education who can afford to provide her only with a modest, though not uncomfortable lifestyle. Mathilde feels the burden of her poverty intensely. She regrets her lot in life and spends endless hours imagining a more extravagant existence. While her husband expresses his pleasure at the small, modest supper she has prepared for him, she dreams of an elaborate feast served on fancy china and eaten in the company of wealthy friends. She possesses no fancy jewels or clothing, yet these are the only things she lives for. Without them, she feels she is not desirable. She has one wealthy friend, Madame Forstier, but refuses to visit her because of the heartbreak it brings her. One night, her husband returns home proudly, bearing an invitation to a formal party hosted by the Ministry of Education. He hopes that Mathilde will be thrilled with the chance to attend an event of this sort, but she is instantly angry and begins to cry. Through her tears, she tells him that she has nothing to wear and he ought to give the invitation to one of his friends whose wife can afford better clothing. Her husband is upset by her reaction and asks how much a suitable dress would cost. She thinks about it carefully and tells him that 400 francs would be enough. Her husband quietly balks at the sum but agrees that she may have the money. As the day of the party approaches, Mathilde starts to behave oddly. She confesses that the reason for her behavior is her lack of jewels. Monsieur Loisel suggests that she wear flowers, but she refuses. He implores her to visit Madame Faustier's and borrow something from her. Madame Faustier agrees to lend Mathilde her jewels, and Mathilde selects a diamond necklace. She is overcome with gratitude at Madame Faustier's generosity. At the party, Mathilde is the most beautiful woman in attendance, and everyone notices her. She is intoxicated by the attention and has an overwhelming sense of self satisfaction. At 4 a.m., she finally looks for Monsieur Loisel, who has been dozing for hours in a deserted room. Her cloaks, her bare shoulders in a wrap and cautions her to wait inside, away from the cold night air, while he fetches a cab, but she is ashamed at the shabbiness of her wrap and follows Monsieur Loisel outside. They walk for a while before hailing a cab. When they finally return home, Mathilde is saddened that the night has ended. As she removes her wrap, she discovers that her necklace is no longer around her neck. In a panic, Monsieur Loisel goes outside and retraces their steps. Terrified, she sits and waits for him. He returns home much later in an even greater panic. He has not found the necklace. He instructs her to write to Madame Forstier and say that she has broken the clasp of the necklace and is getting it mended. They continue to look for the necklace. After a week, Monsieur Loisel says they have to see about replacing it. They visit many jewelers searching for a similar necklace and finally find one. It cost 40,000 francs, although the jewelers say he will give it to them for 36 francs, 36,000 francs. The losses spent a week scraping up money from all kinds of sources, mortgaging the rest of their existence. After 3 days, Monsieur Loisel purchases the necklace. When Mathilde returns the necklace in its case to Madame Forestier, Madame Forestier is annoyed at how long it has taken to get it back, but does not open the case to inspect it. Mathilde is relieved. The Lochels began to live a life of crippling poverty. They dismiss their servant and move into an even smaller apartment. Monsieur Lochel works 3 jobs and Mathilde spends all her time doing the heavy housework. This misery lasts 10 years, but at the end they have repaid their financial debts. Mathelde's extraordinary beauty is now gone. She looks just like the other women of poor households. They are both tired and irrevocably damaged from these years of hardship. One Sunday, while she is out for a walk, Mathilde spots Madame Forestier. Feeling emotional, she approaches her and offers greetings. Madame Forestier does not recognize her, and when Mathilde identifies herself, Madame Forestier cannot help but exclaim that she looks different. Mathilde says that the change was on her account and explains to her the long saga of losing the necklace, replacing it, and working for 10 years to repay the debts. At the end of her story, Madame Forestier clasps her hands and tells Mathilde the original necklace was just costume jewelry and not worth anything. See, here we can understand how, because of the false pride, she wears that fake necklace and it is not original, and bring back the original one by spending so many debts, and how she suffered throughout her life because of that necklace and because of the false pride that she want to wear a necklace, good clothing for that party. So here we can understand there is no use of false pride, and at the same time we should not think about material wealth but to think about a reality and how to live a generous life and live generous down to earth personality. So here we can understand this is the plot of the story. In next lecture we learn about the character of Mathaldi and character of his her husband and what is the theme of the story. Till then, stay home, stay safe.